Okay, so now we're looking at 5.10, multiplying binomials. And I want to start this lesson by talking about the fact that no matter any of the rest of the year, if it is multiplying any kind of polynomial, the box will work. So anytime you are multiplying a polynomial, which remember that's a monomial, a binomial, a trinomial, or any other sized problem, and a polynomial, the box will work. So I am not going to I'm going to deviate from the way the book teaches it at this point because I feel that the box is an easier thing and you only remember one way of doing it, not multiple ways. So let's look at this problem. So we start with this problem, which in the 5.10, 5.10, you are multiplying binomial special products. So this happens to be a special product. So what I'm going to start with is I want us to build the skeleton. So I just have the box. I put a line here and here and here for the parts that we're going to multiply. These are those parts showing that I'm going to multiply them together. And then this is my final answer down here at the bottom. So pick a side, doesn't matter. I'm just going to move this to x over here, plus 2, and x minus 2. If it helps you to put the plus there in front of the 2, you are welcome to do that. Remember that this is this column. So negative 2, negative 2. This x goes in this column. This x goes in this row. So it fills in those last spots, and this 2 fills in that. Now we're going to fill in each individual box. So an x times an x. So remember there's that little 1. 1 plus 1 is 2, so x squared. We have an x and a negative 2. I can't do anything more than put them together neatly. Same thing here, put them together neatly. 2 times negative 2 should be negative 4. Now take all of those answers and add them together. So we have x squared minus 2x plus 2x minus 4. Collect our like terms. Here's our like terms right here in the middle. When I look at this, a negative 2x and a positive 2x gives me a 0. And I'm left with x squared minus 4 is my answer. Let's do another one. Okay, so let's do another example. So we have 2x to the third plus y times 2x to the third minus y. I'm going to build my box. Now, I have two binomials. I know they're binomials because they're separated. Each term is separated by a plus or a minus. So this is one term and that's one term. That's one term and that's one term. I fill out my skeleton so I remember exactly what I have to fill in. All right, 2x to the third plus y and 2x to the third minus y. And so now this is what goes into this column. Negative y. This goes into this column. 2x to the third, 2x to the third. Then we look at this row. 2x to the third, 2x to the third. And in this row we have y. Filling out each box now. 2 times 2 is 4. X to the third and x to the third, two bases with two exponents. I add them together. Here I have a bunch of different stuff. A negative times a positive is a negative. 2 times 1 is 2. X to the third, y. There's nothing I can do there. Here's kind of the same thing. The only difference is the y is positive. So positive times a positive is a positive. 2, x to the third, y, and we usually alphabetize. That's why the x is first. And then a negative y and a positive y is going to be negative. Remember, they're both to the first power. We add them up. Okay, so now let's add all the answers together. So we have 4x to the 6th power minus 2x to the third y plus, because it's positive, 2x to the third y, and minus y squared. Here are our two things that we have to collect. If you stay in the pattern that you've seen me do, this box, then this box, and this box, and this box, most of the time it's the two in the middle that are going to be collected. So not always, but most of the time. So here, a negative 2x to the third y and a positive 2x to the third y is a 0 minus y squared. Now, the reason that the book calls this the special products is what you're noticing is both of the middle terms are canceling each other out. They're the additive inverse. So that's what the difference is with the problems in this section. Let's do one more box and then go from there. This is okay. So we're looking at a minus 4 squared. Now, remember we're going way back. This is all of chapter 5. Beginning of chapter 5. Something squared means a minus 4 times a minus 4. You got to go back. You are not to distribute the 2 because there is a minus in here. That only happens when we're looking at multiplication. If you think about when we go all the way back to section 1 of chapter 5, we talk about what the square means, and it means everything inside times itself. So we have this times this. So now build your skeleton. Okay, now one is going to be a minus 4 and the other one's going to be a minus 4. Fill out your column. This 4 goes all the way through, minus 4. This a goes down. This row, a, and this column and this row, pardon me, negative 4. So in this box we have an a times an a. 1 plus 1 is 2, so we have a squared. And a times negative 4 is a times negative 4. And a times negative 4 again. A negative times a negative is a positive 16, 4 times 4. So let's add all our parts together. So again, we're looking at a squared minus 4a plus 16. Look again, those two in the middle are the ones we're going to be collecting. Worked out nicely. Negative 4 and a negative 4, we add them together and they stay negative with addition.